Hello Internet Allies, how are you doing? So, as May is Mental Health Awareness Month, today's video I kind of want to talk a little bit about things I want to basically try doing to basically improve my mental health. And these are some ideas that you could try as well. So, here we go, bam! So, recently, I've been having a bit of a hard time with my mental health and stuff like that. I think it's been mainly to do with missing my sister and my friends and stuff like that, basically when they're not around. My sister's actually now gone back to working abroad, which is a shame. Yeah, and I'm also missing some of my other friends as well. And yeah, wherever you guys are, I hope you're okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff that's been going on as well, really, which has kind of had an impact on my mental health, I think. So I think talking about mental health is a good thing to do, whatever time of year it is. However, I do think May is quite a good month for Mental Health Awareness Month because, you're almost halfway through the year and basically, it's a good time to reflect on basically what's gone well so far this year, what maybe can be improved, have you achieved everything you want to achieve this year, and if you haven't, then, you still have time basically to make those changes. So yeah, all that said, here we go with my list of things to do to improve my mental health. So speaking of my sister and my friends, one of my favourite things to do is basically just to spend time with other people, and people that are good to be around as well. Such as my friends and my family and people who love and care about me and people who I do feel comfortable around, to talk about these kind of things. And people that basically genuinely make me happy, people that are brilliant for me, really, to be honest. I think more than ever now, I'm kind of craving that kind of social / human interaction and stuff like that. I feel currently, at the moment, I'm kind of down when I'm not around people my own age. I definitely think that spending time with other people, providing that they're good people for you and you feel comfortable around them, is a really good thing, and of course if they make you happy. However, there are people that you really want to avoid, basically avoid coming into contact if possible with people that make you feel anxious or uncomfortable. And same with those kind of situations, try to avoid toxic people or toxic situations if you can. That can have quite a negative impact on your mental health, and you're not going to feel quite settled until those kind of things are out of your life, I think, or those kind of people are out of your life. I mean, one thing I've always struggled with is basically making and maintaining friends and stuff. So basically, if you don't necessarily have that many good people in your life, what I'd suggest doing is maybe trying to take up a new hobby, maybe find a new job or something, or try and find something that you enjoy doing, which basically involves maybe meeting other people. I think sometimes meeting new people can not only be quite fulfilling mentally and also quite beneficial, but also quite inspiring. You could be inspired by somebody else. You never know, you could find your love of your life basically. I don't know, but yeah, or you could find your new best friend, maybe in one of these hobbies or jobs or whatever. So yeah, why not give that a try? Try new things, maybe explore new places as well. Try different things that you haven't tried before, and you never know, you might come up with a new favourite hobby. I mean, quite soon, I'm actually going to try a trial boxercise class, so let's see how that goes. Hopefully I will get maybe some new friends from that, maybe see what happens, really. Even though I do love my current friends at the moment, but you can never have too many friends. Hey. Speaking of boxercise and whatnot, I think any form of physical exercise is good for mental health. You're keeping your body active and healthy and stuff like that, and it's also quite refreshing as well. And also even even if you're just going for a walk or getting out of the house for a bit, I always find that sometimes going for a walk helps me to clear my head, especially getting some fresh air as well. I do definitely find that quite beneficial and quite calming as well. I also think it's important to make time for things you currently enjoy doing as well, because Again, you know, if you enjoy doing something such as maybe like playing a game, reading a book, dancing, singing, I don't know, all these kind of hobbies, gardening, etc., then that's going to make you happy and whatnot, you know, basically, because, you know, it's stuff you enjoy doing, basically, simple as that. Need I say more? You know, do what makes you happy, do what you love. You know, when you are struggling with mental health, I think it's also good to like keep yourself busy. So this is why I've kind of like suggested, you know, maybe take up a new hobby, kind of focus on your current hobbies, meet up with friends, basically, yeah, basically get out of the house, you know, just basically to keep yourself busy, because, you know, because then you'll find like life a lot more fulfilling if you're keeping yourself busy and, you know, doing all these things that you enjoy. However, like, even though, like, I do think it's good to keep yourself busy and motivated and whatnot, I also think it's important, definitely, to make time to basically unwind, make time to basically reflect on things, you know, reflect on how you're feeling, and just basically make time to basically focus purely on mental health in general, and making sure you are looking after yourself mentally. If you don't do this, like, you know, things can possibly, like, build up until they become quite unbearable. So make sure you are making time to basically, you know, focus on mental health, and, you know, also focusing on time to basically recover mentally as well from all these different things as well, like, you know, all these different stresses in life, you know, which could be like related to school, work, family, relationships, anything like that really, all sorts of things, you know, so just basically make sure you make time to unwind. I also think it's quite beneficial if, like, you kind of spend less time on social media, I think. Like, because social media, like, you know, it's great for, like, keeping in touch with, like, friends and loved ones, especially if, like, some of them do live quite far away. But I do also think that, like, social media, you can often compare yourself to, like, other people as well. And also sometimes it can have like quite a negative impact on mental health, basically, if you think that like all these people like are doing better than you or whatever. You know, some people might get a promotion, might have bought a house, started a family, etc, etc, got engaged, married or whatever, and then you're like there like thinking, oh my god, I've done all of these things, and I'm just like, yeah, basically, like, social media, you've got to remember, social media is basically an edited version of people's lives. You know, people do struggle, people do have bad days and whatnot, like, but they don't often document those kind of things on social media. I mean, for me, I think, like, I try to be as honest as possible, but, like, also try to keep it quite positive and optimistic and stuff like that. Like, you know, what can I learn from these kind of things? I'm waffling now, I realise this. Last thing, I'd say, basically, when you've achieved something, treat yourself, really, you know, reward yourself with basically just like a little treat or something like that. You know, it could be like, you know, a little like shopping trip or whatever, you know, maybe buy some new clothes, buy some new, but just basically buy anything that you enjoy, buy that new game that's out in the shops or whatever, buy, oh god, like at the moment I'm collecting these like Lego Disney minifigures. I kind of hope, yeah, basically, you know, I could just treat myself to one of those, I don't know. Okay, so that's it for my tips on how to keep mentally healthy and stuff. I hope you enjoyed this, I hope you found some of these useful. But again, please let me know in the comments if you have any other tips I did not mention in this video, because, you know, I'm sure I've missed something out. If you enjoyed this video, guys, give it a like. I hope you're having a wonderful day, whatever you guys end up doing. Until next time, keep smiling. Bye-bye.